We
Awesome.
are,
Hot.
in fact, live. Wait, should we be joining the server right now?
You can join the server, or he is streaming it into Discord. So whichever you want to do.
Ours is kind of like it's sort of a guided tour. So if you want to watch the Discord, you can. If you want to join the server for quality purposes,
yeah, that'll be better. I think.
Whatever's easiest for you guys. So let me know when you're ready to go. And are you spectating me? Because it's
I have no permission to go into spectator.
Can I opt you?
I'll take care of this. Don't
Thank
you worry.
you.
I opt you.
Cool.
Oh,
yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Okay. Cool.
Excellent.
All right. I never remember. How do you make it like just stay in their head?
You left click them.
Okay, cool. There we go. Heck
That's
yeah.
creepy. There's someone in my head.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, ready to go? Ready to kick this thing off? I got 15 minutes, right?
Ready. Yep.
Beautiful. Hi, everybody. My name is Jack. I am representing Team Jack for Extra Life United's Minecraft build. This is my third year as a captain, and I'm very excited to be back. My team has basically been the same team for the past 3 years. It's been fantastic, and this year they've outdone themselves, but let's dive right into it. This year we wanted to do sort of a guided tour of Extra Life. It's the 15th anniversary of Extra Life, so we wanted to go really all out about, showing kind of the progress and how Extra Life has grown and touched people from all over the planet. So real quick here, hello, welcome to your Extra Life adventure. Extra Life is a place where everyone can be a hero. Join the adventure today to raise money and help kids explore, learn, grow, and change kids' health. And there's actually, if you become an Extra Life Platinum member, there's stuff here for Platinum members. You can check all that out. And also, if you want to learn more about Extra Life, there's books here telling everything about all of Extra Life. It's great. But now, let's start our Extra Life journey.
You're not
so here we go. Kicks it off, and here we are in an Extra Life world. Yay! Are you guys here with me? I don't know. I don't hear any noises. I'm nervous. I can't tell if you're being super critical and like judging everything I'm doing, or if you're like, oh, this is cool. Feel free to.
My spectator was being wonky, but now we're good.
Okay, so Extra Life world, walking around, and here we go. Let's just kick it off. And welcome to 15 years of Extra Life. All right, beautiful. And we start back in the year 2008. And so 2008, it's all started with one girl. It was Victoria Inman. She was the one who began it all. And let me see if my triggers are actually working here. You can see the big Extra Life logo out in the distance. Wow. It's very, cool. Very nice. I think for some reason, some of my triggers aren't working just now. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. There's supposed to be something here, I think. Uh-oh. Okay, well, this was supposed to be revealed. I think maybe some of the permissions kind of messed up some stuff. I apologize for that. Let's see if I can. Let me go fix this real quick. I know somewhere Christian, who's been working on all this stuff. There's Bigfoot. Christian's been working on all this stuff. Has been probably freaking out right now. But anyway, let me go ahead and trigger all this stuff.
It always works until the moment you need it to.
It always happens like that. Let me go off into the sky here. This is our brains of the whole thing. It's supposed to be hidden away, but pay no mind to that.
Oh, all right. Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah. So there's a lot of redstone.
This should be part of the tour. I think this is good.
Press if the commands fail horribly, or if you talk too much and revealed it all. Okay, commands failed horribly. See what happens when I hit this. All right. So that looks like it's triggering some things. Let's see if that did. Oh, wait, what was those notes? Sorry, you guys. Back to start. Okay, let's see here. Oh God, Christian, all my stuff is not working properly. Okay, yeah, this is supposed to be revealing things. Hang on one second. Let's see if this maybe. All right, this might be something where I need to talk with my team. And hang on one second. Let me see. Oh, I can't. Oh gosh, I'm not in my home setup, so everything's different. Pardon me.
No.
Is this part of the presentation?
This is all part of the presentation. Okay. Break the redstone is what Christian says. Okay, hang on one second. Don't mind me. Just trying to figure out how everything works. This is all really, really awesome. Anyway, how you guys doing?
Super great.
Doing good. I hope there's a massive fireworks show that's about to go off.
Well, there are some fireworks at some point, but hopefully all this stuff will work. Okay, so break the redstone blocks. All right.
We're getting a redstone tutorial now. This is good.
Add a redstone next to the repeaters after. So like here? Or I see what he's saying. Okay, hang on one second. All right, I'm not good at this stuff, so Let's assume all of. Oh gosh, I don't know where any of this stuff goes. See, this is what happens when you get really talented people doing stuff that you don't know how to do any of it. So we'll see what happens. Okay. He's also watching me right now panicking as well, so this is good. All right, looks like everything for the most part's going. Okay, everything's lit up now. So there we go. Yeah, it's a little bit different.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
wow.
there we go.
Yeah, so this is all set up to trigger as you walk around. But anyway, all right. So here we go, kicking it off. Let's start over again. Victoria Inman, who started it all. There she is. She's awesome. We love Victoria. I mean, you know, like the Inman family's fantastic. Met them every year at Extra Life. Lots of Wii games being played back in the day, back in 2008, like Smash Brothers and you know, Smash Brothers Brawl was a big staple of those kinds of things. And let's go ahead and move on and go through some of the different years. Ooh, let's see here. Nah, I feel like I'm going behind. I apologize, you guys. So here we are. And so it begins. 2010 era is what this is here. And we've got... So this is kind of when Extra Life sort of kicked off. So this right here represents sort of the beginning of Extra Life. Kind of the smaller hospitals, you know, as things went along. As Extra Life got bigger and bigger, though, things changed and got massive. You can see over here, this is myself and Jeff playing. We were part of Extra Life for the very first time back in 2010. We raised, I think, $20,000 that first year. There's Jeff flipping over a table because he's upset. Guitar Hero was a big thing as well. You can see our big Guitar Hero guitar back here. And then, let's see, from here, we go around this way. Ooh, yeah, this is...
You got a song?
We got a music. Press me. Beautiful.
I don't think your game sounds are coming through on the
Is it not coming
Discord.
through? Okay, let's...
I can hear it. You can get it on my stream when you
Jordan got a
grab the
private
file.
So we got some Skyrim music going there. And then back 2011, yeah, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a
Wait.
popular music video out there
What a-
that was...
What am I doing in the
Oh.
background? What's this?
You pandering to the judges here, Jack?
I don't know what you're talking about. All you judges are just beautiful, beautiful people. That's all I'm saying, you know. Grumpy Cat was out there as well back in 2012 or so, and she, Grumpy Cat was not happy if he didn't raise money for Extra Life. We have a lot of other people raising money. I know Impact was big back in 2011. We've got Skyrim was huge at the time. We have Portal as well. So Portal became a huge game, and also we actually have a Portal room in here. Let's see if this thing works. So in here, see, like you're portaling, like okay, like all right, this whole thing. Oh god, Chris, there's more to it than this. I swear, it has a thing where you can see yourself. Poor Christian. I apologize. Anyway, we'll get this up and running properly for you. All right.
By
So,
the way, was the Revenge pixel art there manually assembled?
I don't know. I think so. I mean, all of this stuff was made by the builders over the last week, and they did a fantastic job with it. So I wouldn't be shocked. It may have been something that ended up in a spreadsheet of some nature and then placed on here. It's really impressive, though. Really,
It's
really
pretty cool.
impressive.
It's pretty cool.
Wait,
Also-
did you say y'all had a week to build this?
On Sunday we started, so I think it was like 5 days
wow.
total.
That is wild.
So, yeah, it's really, really great. We have Rainbow Road up here as well because everyone loves some Mario
that's my
Kart.
favorite.
You had to do this
Yeah.
all in survival, right?
No, this was done in creative mode, so
You didn't have to mine all that gold?
no, we're
Each
good.
team did have a world edit as well.
No, each team did it manually by hand because we're all awesome. All right, let's look over here. So again, more Extra Life stuff. We've got the tabletop gaming weekend over here. So these people playing tabletop games inside. Then around the corner over here, we've got different games that are played mainly on a lot of Extra Life stuff. We have our Sims logo, of course, because everyone loves the Sims. We've got some chess over here because doing tabletop gaming, everyone loves chess. Let's move along. There's a whole lot to it. A whole lot of stuff. Really cool reveals that would have popped up, but I broke it, I'm sure. And so we also have this. We have Fall Guys. This is Fall Guys
Oh,
DoorDash.
nice.
So you can actually play it. Like, oh, okay, that one didn't work. There we go. Got through that one.
Oh, fancy.
All right. Let's try this door. Oh, there we go. Okay, 1, 2, or 3. What do you guys think?
Middle.
Middle. Okay.
Oh,
nice.
we're
Hey,
so
left
good.
or right. Left or right.
Let
Left or
go.
right. Left.
Left.
Okay. Oh no.
Ah,
There we go. And through.
Middle. Yes.
Done. Nailed it. We have some Among Us guys over here as well.
Oh my
You know,
god, look at the feet.
It looks pretty great. Let's see. Oh, there was a button. Oh, I thought there was a button. I don't know what happened to it. Okay, we've got more stuff. We
Mogus
know,
with feet.
Captain Sparkles, we know you love some cars, so here's your Ford GT.
Wow,
Done
that's
up.
so fancy. Let's go.
Yeah, look at it. It's really, really nice. Back in 2020, I don't know if you remember this, but everyone was playing, Animal Crossing. So we have our whole Animal Crossing area represented over here. And so there's a big Tom Nook as well. And also there's Kirby, and we've got our Nintendo Switch, and we've got our Pokemon, which, if you want to sing along, there you go. Sparkles, you can hear this.
I can. It's great. I like your note block additions here. That's a nice accent to the builds.
it's a huge Kirby.
It's a very, very large Kirby.
That is a fantastic Kirby, as always.
Oh,
Kirby's
man, that's
always
so
does.
great. And of course, hashtag change kids health, hashtag kids can't wait. We have raised over $100 million, which is incredible. And here we go. More work ahead. And then if you want, for excitement, press for ooh, ah. And wait for it.
Oh, fireworks, let's
Oh,
go.
nice.
Very, very cool. And then, as things have progressed, things have gotten really, really, amazing. This right here is actually special to me because in Austin, I worked with Dell Children's Hospital, and we have the healing garden. We have the mental health healing garden. This is actually a representation of that healing garden in Austin. And so this is a whole area that kids can go relax, hang out, play a little bit of basketball if they want to. A lot of our donations went towards supporting this whole area at Dell Children's Hospital. You can go check it out in person. And so this is really cool here. So this is actually from Beaumont Children's Hospital Champion. This is Mila. So Mila, she plays Minecraft, and this is her avatar that we found and we put up in the world for her. So there you go. That's up in Detroit, I believe. And then this right here. Oh, yeah. Well, before we go into the hospital, this right here is actually Extra Life United. So if you've ever been to Extra Life United, this is the room from Extra Life United that we all play in, and we raise money for kids. And then last but not least, as I said before, Extra Life has grown. So we had that the smaller hospital at the front. Now we've got the big hospital here in the back. It's pretty great. So many people worked on this thing, but you can go inside. It looks nice. Oh, doorbell when you go through. One really impressive thing that I like a lot is there's actually an elevator that works.
Oh, fancy.
It's a little loud.
wow.
A little loud.
Hopefully no wardens.
No, not in here. And top floor. So we'll go ahead and head back down. Don't do that. In Unreal Hospital, we have the cancer bell as well. You ring. But one last thing we have to show off for you guys is the Hall of Champions. So these are all the amazing people who worked on this build up on the top there. So you can see all the beautiful people who worked on it. We've got Nerdology, Stressful Gengar, Christian RP Editing, Jay Kearns, Blake here, me, Phoenix, Newts Gaming, Brimstorm, Caitlin, and ELN Bunny. And they all left amazing, really personal messages about different things they've worked on and why Extra Life means special things to them. And the really neat thing about all this is, with love from Team Jack, is we have the Hall of Champs. So these are all of the different people who are champions this year, all the kiddos who are champions. So you'll find stories from all the 10 new champions for CMN hospitals for the year 2023. We can go around here and we can see each of these. Anderson, age 5 from El Paso, Texas, and they all have a book explaining the champion themselves and what they've gone through and what they're dealing with now and how Children's Miracle Network has helped them. So Ashley, age 16. We've got Cameron, age 9. Kamari, age 13. Kelsey, age 10. We've also got Logan, age 5. Logan, age 7. 2 Logans. Sarah, age 12. And Tate, age 11. And we've got Tyson, age 11 as well. And then outside here, our team went through all of the painstaking process of designing their logos of the different champion hospitals they are parts of. So flying through the air here, you can see them all. Cool. It's really, really beautiful. And these all represent the specific hospitals that those champions are from. So It's really, really great. Extra Life has meant so much to me and everyone on this team, and we couldn't be more proud to actually represent it and be a part of all of this. And our Extra Life team, again, sorry about the issues. The whole thing was going to be revealed very dramatically and very impressively, but I'm sure I broke something and it was impossible to test it super easily. So thank you again, judges. We really appreciate you. Thank you for spending your time, and thank you to everyone on my team who put this together and made amazing work. And I'm so proud of them, and I'm so proud of everyone at Children's Miracle Network and everyone who's ever participated in Extra Life. So thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of your judging.
Thank you so much, Jack.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay, how do we judge?
I sent you a doc where you can type in your scores. You're judging on creativity, complexity, detail, originality, and contest theme. And you guys got about 5 minutes to do that before Kelsey Dangerous joins us for her build.
Are we duplicating this document? Okay, no, it's already in there.
Yeah, there's like a section for each of you guys.
Should we like
Appreciate it.
explain like what numbers we're picking and why, or should we just insert them?
Yeah, you can. You guys can talk about it. That would give us something to really talk about while we're
Okay.
doing this.
It's hard to do the first one because you don't know where the others are going to land,
Yeah, it's-
right? Like you
it's the
can't,
gauge.
Yeah.
you can't give a 10 out of 10 because then it leaves no room for improvement. But then you also feel bad. So
Right, because then the next, like this one is the best one or whatever. So you're like judging based on your judging from this one, kind of.
I'm gonna go
Like, if you
for a
give a-
10 on the size because that was ridiculous.
I mean,
I got a
There
9
we
for
go.
the detail, incredibly detailed. The complexity, I'll do an 8.
you guys are starting so high, though. It leaves no
Is that
room
too
for
high?
improvement. I
It-
feel
but see,
like we
therein
gotta-
lies the rub, right?
a
Like
7?
then we're
I
gonna
feel
have
like
to
we
come
gotta
back
cap
and then
it.
like review. If we
Hmm.
don't get the chance to come back and review, it's going to be difficult to top out and then come back to it, right? So
I
like if we
feel
give
like
it
I
10,
wanna-
then everything's got to be a 10.
Yeah, I want to cap it at like 7, probably, right?
But see, then is it? Are we punishing them for going first?
No,
All right, there
because
we
then
go, I
if
got
if the future builds are, not living up to this, then they get 6s or 5s or something like that. And yes, it sounds bad, like, oh, you got a 5 out of 10, but when you're judging it on a curve of like, oh, how did the first one do? Then it's not so bad,
That makes sense. So you got room to give an 8 if you start with 7 as your 7 is like your 10 right now, so to speak.
Yeah, so it's nothing personal, right?
See,
It's
and therein lies the issue. It's not for me. It's not about the personal part. It's more about the likelihood of me coming back and adjusting this score after seeing the others.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think he's saying
So I feel like
adjusting
8
this score.
is
Basically,
my my
I
expectation.
got my numbers in. I think I'm pretty confident with what I
Okay.
got going on.
I'm
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna be I'm over analyzing, but
No,
okay.
you're good.
Bells
definitely
and
throwing in a-
whistles. I'll go. I mean, I'll grade them on it worked properly, right? I'll give it a 7. Detail. Let's see if a 7 is a 10. Then I'll go with a 6 for now, right? It's nothing personal. It's nothing
That's
personal. Theme, I think is that was. I think they hit the Extra Life thing. I'll even give them an 8 on theme. Like that's an 11 basically. Let's see. Chat's calling me an absolute menace. Oh man.
You got to go for
okay.
a 9 or 10 on the size.
Okay, so the size, you're right. It was fairly big in
It
scope.
was
So I'm
It was
gonna
massive. The extra life logo alone was massive.
So I'm gonna give it an 8 there. Let's see. Originality, has this been done before? I have no idea if the other teams did it, but originality seems pretty original. So I'll go 7 because it's a 10. And then the design, I'm gonna go 7. There we go.
All right. So we got a total of 139 points between the three of us.
Wow.
Okay. Cool.
All right. As
The
soon as Kelsey is
highest-
ready. Sorry, go ahead.
What's the highest you can get? So it's
150, right?
60. No.
Oh no,
'cause-
180.
Yeah. Yeah, 180 is the highest you can go.
Okay.
So it's pretty high score then.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
But it leaves
pretty good.
room just in case. But it was very cool. I like that it was very Extra Life focused, and I know Jack has a big history with Extra Life, so pretty cool.
Oh, here's Kelsey.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Kelsey.
How are you guys
Hello.
today?
Good. Should we be joining the next server?
Well,
Yes.
by all
alright.
means, you can join me. I don't know if we'll all fit inside. I don't know how it works.
I'll.
Do you
I'll
want? Are you
just
streaming
be
it? or,
in your head?
I'm streaming right now, so if you guys want to join me,
Okay.
I don't know where you guys spawn, to be honest, but I'm at where we should
Right
begin.
here,
Oh, there you are.
actually,
Okay,
yeah.
fabulous. You can just stand out there if you want,
Okay.
by all means. Okay.
Is everyone able to join, or is you guys
I'm-
going to join? the
I'm
stream?
trying
Right.
to figure out. I'm joining now.
I will need
Hello.
to be whitelisted.
I love your fit, Captain Speckles.
You're not whitelisted.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're
I
welcome.
haven't changed my clothes in a very long time.
Me neither. You can probably
Let's
tell.
go.
You guys just
What's
let me
your
know when
Minecraft username?
to
It's
start.
Unspeakable Game.
Guys.
All right, you should be good to join.
She liked my fit. Oh, you're right. I do change my clothes for MCC every now and again. I lied. How could I lie like this? Unbelievable.
Are you able to join, DJ?
I'm trying to. I'll put in the server address. It is not letting me connect.
I
I
will.
have a horrible version of Minecraft.
Should be the
I
current
will watch
version,
these at some point. The
9.4,
problem is I
1.9.4,
haven't watched like
or
these
19.4.
specific ones. They just
Whatever the
hang up in the
current
closet. I put on my MCC or Block Wars fit, and then I come back
I have
into these, but they're not watched.
1.19.7.
So I didn't quite lie, but I lied a little. By it was implied what I was doing, but I wasn't actually. I wasn't.
Are you
accurate.
on
You get it. Anyway,
Windows desktop
Yes.
version. You have a version that doesn't exist yet. Are you like doing like snapshots or something?
Nah.
The current version's 1.19.4.
Then I don't know how I did it.
You're in the future, man.
I was trying to download it from the website and it wouldn't work, so I had to go to this version from the Microsoft Store.
are you on Bedrock?
Yeah, if it's for the Microsoft Store, that's not the
Right.
Java version.
There's
Yeah.
multiple versions of it, so I'm just gonna open the launcher and install that one.
Okay.
I feel like it already should have installed.
I have no idea how it works installing Minecraft Fresh in this day and age.
Also, it hates me. Like, where's my launcher at? There we go.
Welcome. I'm Kelsey, captain of this team, and unfortunately, I captained us into a crash, into a very precarious situation. We crash landed on this moon, and unfortunately, I caused a bit of a issue here. So let's climb back down. Oh no! Look at this destruction that I wrought. But thank goodness we see a sign in the distance, some glowing signs that mean that hope is ahead. Oh, I didn't mean to press that button. Hope is ahead of us, so we are going to continue on. Extra life beaming. This whole like moon area was built by my community, so everything the light touches, Simba, was built by our awesome builders. And we begin here on our moon base. Let me open this gorgeous door for you all.
Wow,
Oh,
fancy piston
So-
doors.
So
Okay.
fancy.
Airlock system.
Gotta be
maybe?
airlock, you wanna make sure that you're not leaking out all this air. And welcome to 2008. We begin here our journey in 2008 in a healing garden. This was, if I'm pulling up my notes really fast, I'm sorry. There were so many things going on here. Okay, this is where Extra Life was incepted. So we first see this gorgeous healing garden. And you can see the original Extra Life logo over here, kind of giving you a clue into where we're beginning and starting our tour. Healing gardens, as we know, are areas to give families dealing with health challenges the space to live in nature and heal with their loved ones as Children's Miracle Hospitals support them in their journey. And that's what we're here to represent. We even have little kind of farming areas, you know, growing your community gardens, in the center of which we have this gorgeous tree, which we have named Planthony. Planthony is an in-joke of our community. I always put a Planthony in every build, and this Planthony is no different. He's thriving. Over here we have gorgeous rivers where kids and their families can just
it's a very pretty
relax and enjoy. Over here we have this gorgeous
start on the moon?
Fish pond. It used to be a frog pond, but all the frogs escaped, which, you know what, power to them. We love to see it. We love the tenacity. It's honestly how much healing there is going on. And over here we have the I'm fine fountain. It's a saying that I say a lot when I'm stressed, and I feel like a lot of people can relate. So we're all gonna sit here and be fine by the I'm fine fountain. We have plenty of animals.
Do you say I'm fine or I'm fine fountain?
I say I'm fine.
Okay.
It would be funny if I said I'm fine fountain. That would be a whole different thing. Now. Yeah, that's my new thing. We have a lot of animals, you know, some kind of like pet, you know, animal, what is it called? A petting zoo, kind of petting zoo energy. And now we're moving into our next location here, which of course is 2010. So in 2010, this is when Extra Life became a Children's Miracle Network hospital program. As you can see, we have our children's hospital ahead of us in this beautiful city, followed by this rainbow road into it. 62 kids enter a local members children's hospital of CMN hospitals every minute. So that's what we're trying to represent here. We have plenty of things for kids to do, stores to go to. We got like a bookstore over here, just a bunch of villagers. Absolutely gorgeous stuff going on here. We've got some puppers inside the Doge of Healings. We have plenty of Doges of Healings. We're big fans of Doges. And we've got some, obviously, hospital beds, very comfortable spots for all the children to come and partner with Extra Life. Out the back here, you see some other fantastic buildings. This one's at Crocs, you know, if you know, you know. Got Crocs here for the kids.
Not sponsored.
And then on this side, we don't want you to miss this fantastic. This is a kind of an in-joke of our community. Oh, we have a tree house? I didn't even know there was a tree house. I wasn't even looking for that. Okay, hold on. I got to go to the other side. I got lost in this dome. So over here, we have an in-joke of my community. My dog has allergies a lot, and so he tends to have to be in
they
cones
added a cool S.
Sometimes, and I call them the cones of healing because I don't want him to feel shame. You know, it's not a cone of shame. It's a cone of healing. So we have a conical cone of healing, the Chewy Cone of Healing Animal Wellness Center. My dog's name is Chewy. And we have, you know, some animals kind of hanging out in here. And then if you go upstairs, you even see the office of Dr. Impeachishme, which is another reference to my streams where I tend to name my characters after myself. But instead of Impeachike, which is my last name, they're all named Impeachishmes. So there you have it. That's this dome, kind of representing all of the partnership. And in the back, you can still see the kind of the original Extra Life logo. And over here, we have the Children's Miracle Hospital logo as well. And then we're going to quite quickly move on to our next dome. Through the woods.
I like the cool S just floating in the sky over there.
Yeah. Well,
Also
this cool
same.
S is representative of 2011. This is 2011. And when we all used to make those cool S's in our notebooks.
That was 2011. Bro, I was doing that like 2004.
You originated it then.
We don't discuss years in here. That's all I'm saying. Like, we're all old enough to know better and young enough to not care. That's the rule.
Perfect. I love that. Well, in 2011, if you were making that S still, or if you just, you know, finished because you started making it sooner, Extra Life raised $1 million for the kids. So this is our representation in this adorable little mine. We're mining our resources here for the kids.
Chat.
We even have a really cool mine cart ride that you can
cool
actually
S
ride in. There's a
forever.
bumblebee riding in it right now, so we won't disturb him.
Cool S predates 2011.
Well, we have like
decades.
a little ride you can go through. And but yeah, this is where we're mining all of our gorgeous resources for the kids. I love this one. I think it's just so cute. And the S, of course. And then we'll go through. We start seeing some Plum Bob flags. This is to represent my love of The Sims and gaming in general, and introduce us into 2012, which is when esports and kind of broadcasting platforms helped increase fundraising and awareness for Extra Life, the program with Children's Miracle Hospitals.
Am I
We
an
see this big-
esports guy?
Yeah, we're esports now, baby. And we see all of our builders have put their heads
I'm
onto
an
different
esports
esports teams. So
guy,
that's me in the
apparently.
middle right here. We have someone dressed as the Mandalorian over here.
I don't think she
And we
realized
also
that it-
have
but
the
hold on.
screens is showing a show that I was on called The Sims Sparked. And we're all, looking at this sim here, the sim child who's right next to a fire and in dangerous straits.
I'm blending
It also looks
in.
like a Pokeball kind of in the middle here. So lots of gaming references. You see all the builders' heads on the different teams here representing our gaming teams. And you can also see kind of on the ceiling here, we have the new Extra Life logo
Jeez, I'm just blending in, dude.
with the controller flying. Here's another view of it. And then we make our way through this gorgeous,
Okay, better go
gorgeous
back into
environment,
Spectator.
which broadcasting platforms helped increase funding and awareness, and you can play games to help
Frick.
with children's too
There
if
we
you
go.
want to join. Anyone listening? And we make our way into here in 2014. 2014 is when the community grows to over 100,000 heroes. It also is when we've raised funds for over 170 children's hospitals, and this dome is representing all of the streamers, all of the community members who, from their own homes, are helping raise money for children's health. This one is my stream room. Of course, it's very pink and has a lot of Sims memorabilia. It also has my dog Chewy, who always sits with me in my stream rooms, and a yellow chair, which is another in-joke of my community. I always had yellow chairs in all my builds. Here's Flame, who is one of my moderators. We have Cassie, who's also representing her local hospital, Dell's Children Ascension Medical Center, loves all of our pride flags. We've got Zelda. They all decorated their own stream rooms. Here's Grant, who's a troll. The Renaissance is coming. I agree, honestly. We've got Corgi, whose favorite color is red, and represented that quite vividly.
Reminds me of
We
room number
also
one in
have
Confusing Cubes.
we have Tom, who is I think in the chat right now. Tom, the game nerd, and representing his hospital of Anne and Robert H. Lurie Children's Hospital. We also have Lisar's Secret Den in here. Just all of there are countless builds of everybody's where we represent all of our different hospitals locally. Here's another one. We've got Jellyfish's Children's Hospital St. Louis, which was my local hospital as well. When I used to live in St. Louis, that's where I grew up. But now I'm in California, so my local hospital is different. But yeah, I think it's a pretty cool little build area. We've got Dashi with the Children's Health Foundation. It's their local hospital as well. And then
Aw,
we're moving
man.
right along. And you see over here in this hallway, you see this Easter egg of this plum bob that me and my community built. We got another one over here. These are representative of in between these 2 years that are represented is when I started streaming for Extra Life. And I tend to stream Sims. So that's kind of a little representation on the timeline here of when I joined the Extra Life team. This is my 3rd year. And then we've reached, it didn't pop up. There it is, 2021. And this is what we lovingly call the El Dorado Dome or the Dorado Dome. This is when we start seeing a lot of progress, a lot of
El
flourishing.
Dorado?
We've got a golden road leading us through. Every year, members of Children's Miracle Hospital Networks provide $3.4 billion in charitable care for patients in need. So we wanted to represent that here. So we have a bunch of flourishing buildings. Oh gosh, okay. Bernie Banders
3.4
is
billion?
our man
I
that
didn't know it
keeps
was that
people out of
gnarly.
this building. I've actually been banned from this building. This is our building for playing games, one of our game playing buildings, and we have all of our community members that have been banned from this building as a joke, I guess. And then we have back here, this is Jim. What's up, Jim? Okay, all right. I told you I wouldn't come back, Jim. I was just giving a tour. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here, Bernie. All right. Over here we've got an arcade with different
You
games
guys are
and
fans of
community.
Jim?
We have
Has
like
Jim just
the TARDIS
single-handedly
represented.
increased the
We
score?
have this is where you'd play Pokemon. We have Zelda. We've got Assassin's Creed. You know, everything in our
Dang, fancy
arcade.
Minecraft
Toadstools, everything. Gorgeous. This is like a restaurant that's video game themed, and then over here we have a shopping center that is run by a bear. I don't recommend you poke it. And then we have, of course, have some apple bottom jeans on sale. No
Yeah.
boots with the fur though. None of those.
That was going to be the very next question. So thank you for answering.
I'm so
didn't
sorry.
see any
I'm so sorry. You'll have to go to a
apples,
different
though.
store for those. The boots with the fur. And then last but not least, we've gone through kind of all our eras of the last 15 years of Extra Life. So now we're going into some vacuum. So we need to close this. Oh, this door not closed? You know what? Is decoration. We're going to open up this door and go into what we perceive as the next 15 years of Extra Life. Where is it going to go now? This is showing our community building. The impact of children's hospitals goes far beyond helping individual children and family. It's about building a better future for communities. By working together, we can do so much more. And you can see all of my community members here working together on building the next dome, just as they've been working on building the current domes. We see harvesting even more materials. Here's Tom, the game nerd, in his nice machine. We have Elisar also, looking over as we're digging some holes here. And you can even see like they have this little
Diggy hole.
this little bot that's like lowering on some of the structural points of our new dome. It's only half built, as you can see, compared to our other domes. Yeah, and I just am so proud of this community. We even see kind of still in the distance, we see the Children's Miracle Hospital signs and Extra Life, all coming together to build our next 15 years. And there we go, some fireworks as well to celebrate. And there you have it. I'm really proud of everything everyone accomplished. I think we did a really fantastic job. We were really interested in like telling the story of Extra Life and showing you guys something more like storytelling, because I'm very interested in telling stories. So telling the story of us crash landing into Extra Life and going on this journey with them was really satisfying, and I'm really, really proud of everybody. They did a fantastic job.
Cool.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Sweet. This was great.
Fantastically done.
We hope we impressed you with our cool things.
There you go.
Yay!
Round of applause.
Clapping!
Awesome. All right.
All right, well, go judge me, I guess. Have fun.
Thank you.
You will be judged.
All right, see you later. Bye.
Cool. Bye.
Bye.
All
That one
right.
was pretty strong.
It's pretty fancy.
You're
See, this is why you got to start in like middle of the numbers, right? So you can, shift things up and down.
I still feel like that means that the first person gets the short end of the straw every time.
No, not at all. Because if the first person was
No, 'cause-
actually in the end 10 out of 10, then everyone else is just lower than the first person.
Yeah,
right?
but then we have to consider that, right? Like for the first person,
what?
we would have to look back at when we get to the last person. Like that's a lot.
Basically,
I'm just remembering
projects in
what
between.
the first one looked like. I don't know, man.
I'm not that good with it. Nope.
I think the theme and the detail and the complexity is the three things that blew me away for this
Yeah.
build. For sure. The theme is awesome. The fact that it's on the moon, the detail is just insane with all the buildings. Very complex design. But I think this one's great. This one's good.
I agree.
Agreed.
Good competition.
I'm gonna go with like it says like specifically in the outline for complexity, like does it have a redstone and stuff like that? So I'm gonna go with like 8 on the complexity, but like 9 on the detail, and like 9 on the design.
That's fair.
I still gotta leave like some room in case something's just absolute insanity for like a 10, But
Yeah, but I feel like thus far
that was really good. It was really good. Yeah.
So out of the two you've seen, you think this one is probably topping the first one?
I think it is.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with
I
that.
think it is.
I'm glad I do not have to be the judge because they're all very good
We
so
have
far.
to be terrible
Yeah.
people, don't we? Oh man.
We are gonna have to be terrible people in at least a little bit of a way.
I don't know. I think the one that sold it for me is just the moon thing. I thought that was really cool. The whole
I
space
mean, for
theme.
me, the moon, just the idea of it being on the moon is dubs. I'm a space and sci-fi
Mhm, mhm.
enthusiast, so yeah.
Size probably like kind of similar to the other one though, so I guess I'll just line it up with an 8 and then 9 on theme. Okay. Cool.
All right. Has everyone got all their numbers in?
You're
Yep, yep.
All right. Packrat is up next, representing Team Mindcrack. He joins our call here.
Should we join the next server?
Yep.
let go.
I'm in.
I'm very happy that
You
my
should all be
internet
ops.
agrees
You
with
can.
me.
Should we jump inside heads again?
Sounds good.
How do we do that?
Left click on them. It
Okay,
gets a
cool.
little wonky sometimes. Sometimes you have to leave and rejoin their head. Sometimes things don't load. If you need to do that, hit shift. It'll take you out of their head.
Cool.
I have to spectate you first.
Cool.
There you go.
Man, this is going
Right.
like so smooth and
Hello,
prompt and
Packrat.
according
Oh,
to
that's so much easier.
schedule, which means I've just jinxed it.
Yeah, so if you guys want to just preferably watch the live stream or anything else, you feel free to tour around later on, but there's a lot to look at, and there's a lot of teleport points, and it's going to be hard to keep up with. So, hi, judges. How you doing?
We're
Doing
spectating
great.
in your
We're in
head.
your
it
head.
should
Yeah.
work just like watching your stream.
We'll double check that, but when I was told the teleports will, like, detach you as soon as I go through.
Yeah,
but
we
we'll
can
find out here in a
re-enter
moment.
you pretty quick.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Okay, so this is a pretty involved build. We've spent a lot of time on this one, so we'll be ending up back here eventually, but just try to keep up. Here we go. So we start by going over here, and we're definitely going to need one of these for later on. We're going to need a lever, so let's just grab one of those. I happen to have one on me, but let's go to the hub. So we have, first let's take a look at the build team here. We had a lot of people who spent a lot of time on this. We each have our own hospitals over the top of our heads. There's little science for each of those. Especially, I just want to call out, especially the second head, Fire Red Lily. She spent a lot of time helping out with this. She's probably like half of this is because she exists. So, good job to them. Good job to all of them. But I got to call out the second head. But anyways, we don't have a lot of time, so let's just get on over to the first
I
location.
feel like he's
First,
so stressed.
this
He's
is,
like, oh god, we gotta
this
go
is really
fast.
focusing on what the 15 years of Extra Life, and we have 15 different rooms to show you for the 15 different years. Starting, of course, with Tori here. Without Tori, there wouldn't be any of this, so we have to have at least a good representation of her. This is a bit more of a somber room, but it's an important one nonetheless. We have representation of her cheerleading days over here. This is her school logo, and it's got a good look at the basketball court that she used to cheer on top of. And we have the tumbling area over here. They got the bars that she
I
that,
like
that,
the
that could be used
structure
and
void
the stuff back
things
there.
for
And
the
of course,
rings is very.
Tori was a
very
gamer, so
smart.
we definitely have to have a representation of the gaming room back there with a Wii way in the back. It's a somber area, but without Tori, of course, the rest of this wouldn't exist. So we got to at least show her here somewhere. She is an important part. But moving on.
I just want
So
to say, whenever he teleports, if you hit shift and then left click him again, it takes you. For me, it's glitchy every time he teleports. But I just want you guys to know, hitting shift takes you out of his head, and then you can click back in his head. All right, sorry.
Okay.
I've literally been Googling how to fix this. Like,
Okay. So the second place we have over here is a representation of how the people who were gaming to support Extra Life. We have a good representation of somebody gaming from their home computers, and we have another person over here gaming from their home office, and somewhere we have a LAN party over here, all
You just
all
know.
doing
that,
and then we have
like,
like the bigger groups like the
2 days
Minecraft group
ago,
who would come together to do
Somebody
gatherings
told
for
Pack
support,
Rat
and of
here,
course this all goes up to the
by
World
the
Wide Web,
way-
which is
oh, that's
the
really
big
cool.
globe up here.
By the way,
this
you
is actually a
only
newer
have
thing in
15
Minecraft.
minutes
It's,
to present.
definitely got
And he
to.
was
We'd
like-
like to focus, show the new things that show up in the game, and this is a good representation of the World Wide Web just going out into the globe. So. Then we're going to go, but I'm not Meyer for now, but we got a lot to look at, so keep going here. Next, you're going to go to, there's more than just gaming ways
It's
that people
working.
do fundraising,
The
so we got to
TPs
show
are
some of those
working.
other ones too. Like people have been doing car washes to support for Extra Life. So we got a good car wash over here, and we've got some more unique ones and some really basic ones. Like people just use bake sales sometimes. There's actually some good records of people doing bake sales just to support Extra Life. And of course, you got the flyering house to house. Just anything you can do to get the money. It's all for the kids. It's all important.
Dude.
Well, I guess that person left their light on. I should.
Yeah, he's ready to
probably
do
take care
some
of
like
that.
Lego commercial voiceovers. After
Okay,
this is
moving
done.
on over to the next one. This is where Twitch started getting involved. This is where the content creators started getting in here. Twitch's support around 2012. They got officially in there, so Twitch is represented here. You got a more professional streaming setup over here. Not to mention, when we go over here, we got the bigger events like the EL 2012 that happened, and all the
Hey,
people
I
watching
recognize
that.
some of those
So-
people up there.
That was a good thing, and I've got some more representation of the Twitch over here. And then let's go to the next spot. This is one of my four favorite ones. This is where we had the guilds started to gather and game together, including Dungeons and Dragons groups. This is a good representation of someone's like basement or their den. It's a really well furnished basement if it is one, where they're gathering together to play some Dungeons and Dragons over at a table together.
That's a pretty.
Everyone's
fancy
got their
map.
dice. Everyone's got something going on over here. Beautiful dragon up over in the center. Big 4x4 or 2x2 map. And of course, you can't have Dungeons and Dragons in this without showing Dungeons and Dragons. So here's a good representation of that. A bunch of people fighting some rats down here, doing a good job on that. I'm sure there's only
Frick
2
the
left, but this poor
silverfish.
soul is getting squished by Squishy. That guy shows up here a couple of times. And of course, you can't have Dungeons and Dragons without the dungeon. So we're going to go into the dungeon where we got some loot that they're trying to gather. Good, and they're fighting some skeletons over here. This guy's getting attacked by a mimic. That poor guy just keeps getting attacked. And of course, dungeons and, well, dragons. So we got a big fire-breathing dragon right here that's still scaring the same guy. He just can't get a
Guys,
break.
I dealt with 4 of those
same
dudes
guy each
yesterday.
time.
Actually,
Always
5.
getting
stream last
like
night.
dumped down here. And of course, the dragon's the one that's guarding the big
I
gold.
got
So we
so
got the
much
big old
gold.
loot pile over here. Like I said, it was the guilds, not just Dungeons and Dragons. So the guilds would also be getting their funds through other means over here on the side. So joining Extra Life and doing other things like that. And well, that's Dungeons and Dragons area. We still have much more to go. Next
so
one. This is when
stressed.
people started gathering over in Disney. This is a good representation of when Extra Life United started happening, because
Yeah, I
you started
went
gathering
there.
at Disney. We got the big old plane that they all started flying in on. So we've
I
all
did
been
not
on those
fly-
planes to get
I did not fly on
well,
a private
there.
jet.
I'm sure you guys know about it since you're there right now. And of course, you have the Extra Life United happening over here. To started small but got bigger. This one we actually leave the same way that you guys all leave whenever you go, by way of plane. So we're going to go up here, and we're going to leave in the back of the plane. So going right back here and gone. Next, we have, I got to check my notes here too. Oh, tabletop started becoming heavily involved at this point. Tabletop, you got lots of different ones that you can do here. We got Liar's Dice over in the corner over here, one of my favorite games, so we had to get that one going. And some just general card games right here, some nice bicycle decks. And of course, Settlers for Catan is a huge representation here. So they've been around in Extra Life a lot, and I think they need a good
I think
representation. They got
the
some good
detail
boards going on with that.
specifically is 10 out of 10 on this one.
Over here, we
For
have
sure.
some checkers boards or chess. I can never remember which.
It's me.
Somebody
I'm
eating a cookie.
there.
And finally, we have
I made
Magic
it.
the Gathering set up over in this corner. Some people playing
It's
that.
me
A
again.
nice board going on.
I
Everyone
keep
seems to have
making
Black
it.
Lotus.
I gotta just 10
don't know
out
how
of
they
10
did that. I thought that
everything
was a rare
because I
card.
keep making it into the maps.
Next, way back here, why Extra Life is something that's been a mantra for a while, and it's a pretty important thing for a lot of people. So we need to show that, because this is how a lot of people show their support, just like saying what they're doing and what it means to them. So why Extra Life is something that a lot of people use as their to show their support. I mean, and they
It's like
support for a
walking
lot of
through a
reasons. Some people
create
just support
funnel.
just to show their support, and some people are here to support their families.
Is this what it looks like inside
pretty
of a
important
create
for them, and
tunnel
some
or
people
funnel?
are showing it for their friends. And of course, empathy is a reason that a lot of us just do it, because we all feel for all the people that are in need in the hospitals. And finally, for that, I mean, this is a room that a lot of us creators are very familiar with, the green screen room, where a lot of us did that recording, sitting in this chair and just
Void.
looking out at that camera and explaining everything that we think Extra Life is about and what it means to us. Here's that room, and it should look familiar to a lot of you guys. definitely
my
familiar to
green
me.
screen was that fancy and well
But we can't look at that too long. We're about halfway done, so we got to go on to the next room. Over here, we got where
lit. I feel so bad, dude.
check my notes. This is where champions and gamers
just
started
like-
to get together. We had the Facebook Live-a-thon that happened over here with a big old stage that happened for that. And then this is something that is near and dear to me. This is where where people started going to for Children's Hospitals Week, where we started going to the hospitals to see where the funds are going and how important it is. You got a good kids room over here. Love this giant teddy bear. They spent a lot of time making that one look right for that size. And
You can sit
of course,
in it.
this is that carpet that is in every kid's room ever. The one big one that has the road going around the whole thing
God,
with the
who
houses.
created that carpet? Are they
If you know it,
billionaires?
you know it. Every kid's room has that somewhere. So that had to be in here somewhere. And of course, we have represented over here. We have a nice little place for kids to do some chalk drawing. So let's just go ahead and grab some chalk. If you stand over here, you hold the chalk. You can actually edit it yourself to do the drawings live. So it could just we have 3 different colors that you can do it with.
Oh, fancy.
Okay,
See, that's
it'll just
detail
update.
right
And of
there.
course,
That's
we got to have an
freaking
eraser,
omega
so we got to have the
detail.
eraser one right here, and we got to clear it out for the next person. So let's go up here, hit the reset, back to the way it
That's
was,
cool.
and Dairy Queen had a huge part in this too. Dairy Queen was giving out free ice cream at some point for a children's hospital week, so they had to get a
yes,
good representation.
sponsored, I guess.
But that's enough about ice cream. Let's head on to the next room. There's so much to look at. We have to get to the ending, which is the important part, of
Every
course.
time we
And
go to a new
over
room, he's
here,
like, "Oh God,
we have 15
I gotta
minutes
get
where
more.
people have to have fundraising
time.
ideas. These are all things that
too
a lot
many
of us live
rooms.
streamers have done to
I
raise
was
funds. Like
promised
we
an
had spinning the
hour.
wheel to have things happen to us for the funds, or we have the karaoke where we're singing for money for the charity, or being boozled. We have all suffered these things. One time or another to get a little bit more extra funds, and you get the hair dye incentives. I think where we dye our hair to get some money for Extra Life. I think I know that guy too. Moving on over here, we have like a Twitch plays
Chad.
where people will take over our streams for incentives for money, or get their names put on the board behind us, or for merchandise sales. The percentages will go towards us, or cooking streams. There's so many ways that you can just you use your streams to raise money for Extra Life. So that's a bunch of the ways that we have used in the past. And then you have this one where they started getting
The
into the
TPs
convention
were
scene.
working
And this
so
is
well.
actually a representation of one of the E3s where there was a human claw machine for representing
RIP.
Extra Life. Yeah, that was a beautiful place right there. They had a lot of fun with that. It was I guess it attracted a lot of attention at the entrance of E3 that year, and we have the stage over here for E3. Yes, I thought you meant like someone fell off of the claw machine. By the way,
No.
not E3 is dead.
Yeah.
That took my brain a second. Okay. Yeah, E3 is dead, but at least they still lived back then. So we got the stage right there. The guy talking up front, hopefully not singing. And head them back over to
The guy falling off
next
the
one,
club.
which is Children's Miracle Network's representation.
He's
Because
okay.
obviously that's a huge
He's,
part of Extra Life.
He's got a
So
lot
we
of
have to have a
voters
lot
out
of the
there now.
statistics that they have going on there, like the 8 billion kids that they have helped, or 8 billion dollars
8 billion
that they have
kids.
supported. And this is a good representation of this is what it used to be like. This is 1983 Children's Miracle Network telethon type of deal. They would just have like one stage, one camera, and a bunch of guys on telephones sitting on the side, just letting it ring off the hook. I actually remember seeing some of these, and all you do is you see something on stage, and all you hear is phones going off in the background. I remember these. These were the way back then. And of course, we have to look at the 170 hospitals that are being represented around the world. And finally, if we look over here, one of my favorite statistics: every minute Children's Miracle Network helps 62 kids. And if we look at this, we have a good representation of 1 minute, which is 62 kids. Each nugget is a kid. I don't know if you are here live, if you're actually here, you want to right click on this, look in there. We have 1 nugget, 6 ingots. Click this. Now we have 1 hour, which is now we're at blocks of gold. Each block of gold is 9 ingots, and then you click it again. We have a box, and every stack of gold is 64 blocks. Then you have a box full of boxes. Now we're up to 2,678 per month. And then you go to a year, which is 32 million. Each one of these is boxes on boxes on boxes of kids that are being helped. and you go to 1 year, 2 years, you could looking further into the future, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years. And we go all the way up to year 15, which if we look into the future from where we are right now, and this like how many kids you're supporting as we're doing this cause, it's a lot of nuggets. So that's important. We're just gonna reset that really quick and head on back down here. We have a couple left.
That's a lot of nuggets.
This is actually their first building
It's
competition.
8 billion in fact.
If we look over here, we have Arcus's team. This is the first year that they did this. Arcus got third place. He had the floating islands with a moving balloon to get up to it. We have the moving balloon, obviously. That needs to be there. That's the important part. Over here, we have Joey's build, which is the giant tree build. That one did pretty well. And of course, the number one, which was Good. Good actually won that year.
They put other years' builds inside of their.
But anyways,
build
going back over to
year's
here,
build.
so we have the milestone room. When you talk about the money that they've been making, and we look over here, like the milestones kept breaking over and over again. Like in 2011, I mean, the Extra Life did 1 million in donations, and over here would get all the way up to 2022, where they actually broke 10 million. Which is a huge thing, and like $100 million lifetime, which is such a huge accomplishment. Lots of celebration, new records broken all the time, lots of celebratory balloons. But enough celebration. We got one more spot to go, which is the like what you can do to support. We got a good look at like what you're supporting here, like the how many things are happening every single day, like how many babies are being treated, and how many kids are being supported,
8 billion,
like
in
the
fact.
happy faces that you get at the end of this, and all this kid. This is like a representation of each one of the different things you're supporting. And if you look over here, this is Extra Life is so good because all the money goes towards it. So if you look here, this is like the percentages. This is like 17% for charitable care. You can actually see each color shows how like every percentage of every dollar that you're putting into Extra Life, that's the percentage and where it's going, like education and research and advancement services. And of course, finally, if you want to talk about representation, that's where you guys are now. Extra Life United is going on right now. Tabletop appreciation coming up in August, and game day on November 4th. All of them important things. And of course, start saving your pennies for when a kid has a rainy day. So that's an important thing. And of course, you guys might be wondering why it's been so cramped this whole time. It's because, you got to save the best for last. I mean, there's a reason for this. The entire time we've been inside all of the letters for Extra Life. So each one of those rooms is actually one of the letters all the way up there into the sky. So that is the actual thing that's been going on, and that's the perfect representation. What's Extra Life? What's going on in the future? The sky's the limit, baby. That's what we're looking at. That's the actual end of this. And of course, I said that we needed the lever. Well, now we can touch it. Go ahead and hit that, and we got to put it all back together again, right? So because we got to have it ready for the next person. So put that all back up. And finally, I said that we were going to go back to the beginning. So let's do that up here, back to the spawn. I did say there's a lot of stuff to look at. There's a lot of little details. Even this is a little detail because this is actually the letters the whole time. You didn't even see them. It's all in negative space. So you can, if you look carefully, each one of these is a letter. That's all the cobble.
Nicely done.
And you can just click it, turn it back off again. And if you guys want to see the details of how all this was put together, we're going to show you where that is. That's actually the room to the right here that you didn't see. Go over here. We can go over to the map area. If we go over that direction, that's where all the maps are. You can actually use the teleports to get around, like right over here. This is where all the fake hubs are that we just blew up.
Oh,
so you can actually see how that works. You can see we blew up a lot of hubs to make this thing look right. It was kind of fun. And of course, and you can look over the second map spot over here. This is a good one because you can actually see what they did. These are actually, they were put in with command blocks, but in order to get them to work well in maps, a lot of these command blocks maps had to be completely rebuilt again, especially by Fireheart Lily. She was like the map expert. And she went through and redid a lot of these by hand. So
man, I figured this was a plugin to just
so
like bring images.
Pretty much it. If you guys have any
maps.
questions, go ahead. This is the time.
When did you learn you only had 15 minutes?
I do that a while ago, and I've been practicing this like 10 times in order to get this all in time.
You did it exactly 15 minutes according to my timer.
Well done.
Perfect. Well, if you guys have questions, they got like a second.
It was very cool. That's not a
Thank
question,
you.
but
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, and of course this is repeatable. If you guys, like I said, if you want to be here and walk around, look at the stuff, you're not going to break anything, and you guys can flick the lever yourself. It does work.
You just like blowing stuff up.
Oh, well, it is. Yeah, I kind of like blowing stuff up.
All right. Well, thank you, Pack Rat. Let the judges deliberate.
Yep.
all right. Oh man.
Good luck.
Thank you. Do you want me to leave right now? Or you guys have, okay, I'll head on out. Bye bye.
Judges can chit
Thank
chat.
you.
Bye bye.
Thanks,
All right.
Yeah. So
Wait. All right. So I feel like the complexity is easily a 10. 'cause That's not even a question here. Like,
Definitely, I gave that a 10
I think
as well.
detail was also like the little intricacies everywhere and stuff was pretty.
No, like,
pretty 10
I feel like the complexity and the detail are intertwined in a way that you can't really say until you see the end.
Yeah.
So
I'll do
I'm
a 10
10 in both of
detail.
those.
I
like,
wasn't
not even a
expecting
question.
like a payoff. You know.
Right. Like, and then just here, let me just not fireworks. Let me explode the roof so you can see that we were in every letter. Because I was like, at first I was like, that's a lot of teleporting. What's going on? And then he showed the reason why there's teleporting. I was like, well, there it is.
This
GG's.
that's cool.
I'll
It's
do
10s
like
and 9s for me. Like
yeah, 9
sorry.
on design, maybe something like that.
I don't think I can find a thing to go to an 8 on.
No.
Like I see you got the originality on an 8, and I'm with that, but also like that's the only reason I'm not going to 10 is because there are other people coming that have the potential to make this even better. Like, so it's like, all right, cool. I can't go 10 yet. But if we get to the end and nobody's done it as well as this, it's like, well, guess I gotta give that a 10. Easy game. So it's
Yeah, 10s and 9s basically. Mm-hmm.
yeah, 9s and 10s. I feel like that was a well-earned
Yeah,
9s and
166.
10s. Sweet mercy. Just yes.
All right. Man. So it's only 2 more now, not 3, right?
We haven't heard from Joey, so it's possible that Joey will not be presenting. But yes, the next
Actually,
up
we
is-
got the message from Haley in the channel that we are going to skip Joey's build.
Okay, perfect. All right, so yes, we only have 2 more. Kinder Sight is up next, so whenever they're ready to join us, we can jump over to the next server and be ready for them.
Man, that was yes.
Okay, so I must have put it. So Kendra's side is next?
Yes.
Okay. Put it in the wrong order.
The order did change because Fluctra
Oh, okay.
had to go towards the end there.
Joey's like the second to the last, so as long as you go to the 4th server, we're good.
All right, so gentlemen, you are free to get into my head, or you may ride the cart because we have a giant cart that you ride around.
All right. In your head.
I'm on glass right now, so I don't even know.
Are you? I don't think you're in the same server as us. I don't see you.
I thought it was in the same server. Like it's the 4th server, right?
Must not be. You should see lots of blues and greens.
I hope y'all
This
are
is-
having a
this is very
fantastic
pretty
day. It's going to be
looking, yeah.
wonderful. It's a giant minecart ride. You're going to love it. This is the gate of possibilities.
Did it show that I joined the game or not?
No.
No.
Let's just give him a second. Your time won't be affected, Kendra.
Okay. We are going down into the gate of possibilities. This is our beautiful clock tower of Extra Life.
Oh,
And we're about to
it'd be
take
fancy
a
looking.
railroad through the entire build. So just sit back and relax.
I did unpause.
That's cool.
Very.
It's Disneyland.
This is 2008. It all started with Tori.
Boombox. Very swick. Very fancy.
And in 2009, gamers play games and raise money for Extra Life for kids in 2009.
All 8 billion of them.
2010, that's when Children's Miracle Network connected with Extra Life.
$451,000, and they had 10 million.
In 2011,
Oh my goodness.
Extra Life raised its first $1 million. In 2012, videos and streaming pushed us farther than ever. In 2013, guilds were introduced into Extra Life.
I do like all
2014,
the
we
fancy
beat so many
cherry
milestones, and ELU was started.
trees. I didn't realize. Wait, is the
And
Cherrywood in
Tabletop
1.19.4?
Appreciation Weekend started in
Or
2015.
do they have a resource pack? I'm just realizing, like, that's 1.20. Did I miss that? That was actually like the resources were
And
brought
this
in?
is our why, our unique stories, and one I personally want to share. One of the build team members has a niece that was born 3 months early, and it's because of programs like this
Okay.
is how
it's
she
data
has a
pack.
fighting chance. In 2017, Extra Life inspires gamers to be heroes. Extra Life celebrates 10 years of fundraising in 2018. In 2019, Extra Life rallied for Pride.
Which way do you go on the track? I guess we're going this way.
And then the bottom fell out of the
no.
world 2020. With
Rip.
all empty offices, everybody was home. Everyone was always told to stay home. But it was one of the most groundbreaking years that Extra Life has ever had. In 2021, things started opening up and we could start going outside, going to playgrounds, that kind of thing.
That is a big B right there.
Last year was a huge success. We raised an undisclosed amount because we don't know how much Extra Life raised last year. This year, gamers are ready to break even more records.
Yo, they did fireworks too. That's so cool.
And gentlemen, that is the end of the tour. You are free to walk about if you please.
Awesome.
Very fancy.
Nice.
Indeed.
You did it with time to spare.
Yes.
Nicely done.
All right.
Is there a
Did you-
section on the judging for like planned out presentation?
Do you guys have any questions for Kindersight?
What would happen if you went to the left when the track split?
Went to the left. I am honestly not sure. I don't think any of us hit that lever.
Okay. Oh God, no! It's purple and green.
All right,
I
guess
can't
we'll let the judges
believe this
deliberate
has happened.
and come up with a final score here.
All right, sounds good, gentlemen. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. It seems like Fluctra doesn't have internet. So Fluctra's going to record a video of
okay.
theirs and submit it. And I guess Haley wants to come in and discuss what we're going to do. Can you mute your stream for a second to talk to her, Jordan?
Sure. Yeah. One moment.
Home. Unfortunately, Joy was not able to make it today, and Fluctra is having internet trouble, as it is. So we're going to just score the 4 that were able to participate in the show. So you judges, you can put in your final tallies, and we'll find out who our winners are here today.
Oh boy. All right. That was a very pretty build, I feel
Factual.
like. Yeah.
I think the only issues I had were that every now and then the rail card would like drop texture, so I just had to like click out and then just view again. But it's still fantastic.
Oh, okay. I think it worked all the way around for me. So yeah, just differences in spectator or something like that.
Yeah.
Complexity, yeah, 8 maybe. Yeah, where do you? I guess design would be like the prettiness of it. I give it a 10 on that.
Fair. The design was gorgeous. Like I already had a 9. Well, ooh, I did have a 9 for design on that.
I'm gonna go 8 or 9 on originality.
I think the fact that it was all a ride.
Yeah, it was
It's
cool.
pretty
That was
solid.
cool. Yeah, I guess.
So like
I'll
I had
give
an
9
8
there.
for that.
Seemed fairly big, so 8 or 9.
I had a 7
there?
for size because
really?
I felt like while it was big, wasn't as big as some of the previous options, and I feel like I could go at 8 there because the 2020 drop, where the drop in the mine
That's
in the
pretty
mine
cool.
cart, that was pretty bomb. So I can boost that to an 8.
And then theme, I mean, fairly well themed. It was a ride.
Yeah,
I guess I'll go 9.
I'll give
there.
it a 9 for that.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
So thus far, he's barely eked out the first one, at least for me.
Oh boy, that's real close between.
It is.
Second
It is.
and
It's
third
super
right
close
there.
for me because they're both really good.
All right. Well, I guess that's the score. Do we announce like how it went here, or?
Yeah, we are going to announce the top 3. I can put it on the screen, I guess.
I didn't know I didn't know if we were waiting. I didn't know how that worked.
No, she said we're going to announce the winners today.
Cool.
So,
So I didn't know if we could
it's
announce
so
them
close.
ourselves or like they were
Okay.
going to announce them.
we're going to announce it right now on the stream.
Cool.
So looks like Minecraft. I think that's Minecraft's 3rd or 4th year in a row winning this competition, actually.
Dang.
And then Kelsey in 2nd, and Kendrasite in 3rd, and Jack in 4th. They were all fantastic builds, so hopefully
Actually, true.
no one feels like they didn't do well enough because they were all amazing. So yeah, thank you guys for judging and helping us figure all this out. It's unfortunate about Joey and Fluctra. We will be including the video of Fluctra's at Extra Life United, so we'll be showing what they did. But they did need to finalize the scores today, so unfortunately, Fluctra does not get judged, and we're sad about that. But yeah, this is great. Do you guys have anything else you want to say about the builds and anything?
No, just everything was absolutely fantastic. That's about all I got because just goodness, like just the impressiveness of it all overall is just next level. And I could not have built any of it. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, the irony of me, like the least building Minecraft person of all time, being like, yes, let me analyze these very, very high value effort builds. I'm the person for it.
Let me judge them on their capabilities of things I cannot do. Like just
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's every year. I feel like they get more advanced too. They like look back at what previous builds were, and then like incorporate more and more. And Minecraft changes and adds more options and items and stuff. So it's getting more and more complex every year.
I didn't even realize you can do 1.20 and 1.19. So, yeah, with all the cherry trees all over the place.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that either, actually. So
Fancy.
didn't even realize that until you said that.
Yep.
So wow. This is for the first year that the build participants will be receiving money for their hospitals too. I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, but
awesome.
each team will be receiving money for their hospitals for and it'll be going to the team members on the build team. So
Let's
well, not to
go.
the team members, but to their hospitals respectively.
That is
so.
awesome.
Sweet.
But yeah, I guess that's it. We got done a little early just due to technical difficulties, but thank you guys so much for helping us and judging these. And thank you to all the builders and all the team captains that directed the builders and Extra Life and everyone else that was involved.
Sweet.
For sure. Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you
for
all,
having
guys.
us. Very cool.
Yep. You guys have a good one.
All right. See you later.
Little.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for tuning in. I realized I didn't really have much of an intro there when it came to the YouTube video, but if you did stick around to the end, all that was for I was just looking at a Discord message. All that was for Extra Life United. Extra Life is it's essentially a feeder into Children's Miracle Network. Children's Miracle Network is a gargantuan, massive charity that helps kids in children's hospitals. It's been around for many, many decades. And was it started by the Osmonds? I think, or were they just like really early involved? I can't remember if it was actually started by them or not. But Extra Life is kind of like a gaming outreach arm for them at this point. And yeah, I have done streams for them years ago. I did many of them when they were doing like the 24-hour streams and things like that. But yeah. So it's pretty cool stuff. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. The builds are really awesome. And yeah, all for a good cause. Very swick. And that's where we'll leave it off. See you next stream.